The joint's jumping as we knew it would be. Being swarmed really all night long by the Pistons defense, Gregory.
Here's an aggressive two-time off the pick and roll. Now watch what the Pistons do to rotate and make sure that everything is balanced. Now they get back out here. Very nice on the recovery, Tayshaun Prince. Now he forces Ray Allen to give it up. Now here's Wilcox, and he'll go one-on-one defensively against Big Baby Davis, who cannot get the shot off. Excellent defense, George. You have to really dedicate yourself if you're going to scramble like that, if you're going to double and try to put pressure on your opponent. Tonight, the Pistons are doing it consistently, and it's the difference in the game.
How about Chris Wilcox? Way to play, Chris. 8 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. He has scored 6. 3 and 17 to play. Ray Allen against Rip. Boston needs to score in bunches. They get a call there from Ken Mauer on Chris Wilcox. He has 4. We still have 3 and 10 left, but the Pistons lead by 13. A lot of fight in the Celtics. Especially that man, Paul Pierce, right down the gut and basically forced a foul. Ben Gordon's second.
You know, you don't score over 20,000 points not getting to the free throw line. You look at any of those guys, George, that have amassed that total, they've all spent a great deal of time at the free throw line. They know how to get fouled. They know how to draw contact. Pierce is doing that right now, and it's important to Boston because it stops the clock additionally.
And they make their free throws.
And they make the free throws.
Especially at crunch time. Boston 13 for 14 at the line. I remember Adrian Dantley, man, he almost never missed down the stretch.
Oh, I remember that strange little sequence he'd go through, cradling the basketball and everything, taking his time. You knew it was going in whenever he finished all of that.
He just made sure he was set up the way he wanted to be. Paul Pierce got them both. They now are within 11. He has 31. T-Mac with 3 on the clock. Fires and fills it. That's a triple. And the Celtics are in deeper and deeper water all the time. 2.5 left. Listen to this crowd. Pierce for the drive and the finish. Ben Gordon called for his 3rd.
You got guys just pinballing off of Paul Pierce now.
They do not count this basket with fouls out there.
Paul Pierce will shoot 2.
Ball reversal.
How about T-Mac with a long gun? How big is that basket? Tracy McGrady has 17 and 7 assists. Starting at point guard, Rodney Stuckey with a case of the stomach flu tonight. 32 points for Paul Pierce. John Kuester makes his case for Benny Adams. And when a great player forces fouls, it makes coaches crazy. But there's not much you can do about it.
That's very true, especially when it's a guy like Paul Pierce, you know, because if you're John Kuester, you know what you want? You want that clock running. You don't want to commit a foul. You want to try and play defense and make them take a jump shot and rebound it.
Paul Pierce with 13 in the 4th. 33 on the night. With a couple more scores and the Pistons will put this one away. Rip to the paint. Chris Wilcox from in front. Rattles it home. Huge hoop for Chris Wilcox. Pistons lead them 98-84. Daniels grabbed and fouled with 1:53 to play by T-Mac.
And again, Chris Wilcox doing a little bit of everything. You know, he's been energetic in this game. He certainly has been enthusiastic out there. It's infectious because he's slapping five. He's got his teammates revved up. He's making a difference in this game, to be sure.
He has been an energizer. Marquise Daniels now with 8. With the Celtics are down a dozen with 1:48 to play. 98-86 Pistons. As they run some shot clock. It's inside 10 for Tracy McGrady. Tracy inside to Chris Wilcox. And he hooks it and he hits it. Chris Wilcox in double digits. And he deserves it. Add his 8 rebounds to that. He's been one of the main reasons why the Pistons have the Celtics in trouble. Van and Chris Wilcox has made the last 2 inside scores. The latest right there in a dish from Tracy McGrady on a pick and roll.
Keeps his dribble alive, George. Attacks the defense. 3 defenders there. He had a couple of options. He could have kicked it out to the wing, but he went inside to Chris Wilcox. Those two have collaborated a couple of times for each other to score.
Paul Pierce through for the night. Unless by some miracle they get very, very close. 1:32 to play. 100-86 the Pistons lead. Nate Robinson with it. Wafer off to Glenn Davis. His jumper right down the middle. But it's the Pistons 100, the Celtics 88. Glenn Davis with 10. T-Mac with it against young Avery Bradley. Runs him into a screen by Chris Wilcox. And finally, a Glenn Davis foul with 1:05 to play.
You know, tonight for the Celtics, their defense did not hold up. It could not stymie the Pistons while their offense played catch-up, George. And, you know, the Pistons here again now by playing solid and well together. Going to be 100 or more in the points category. That's 6 out of 8 games now that has happened. So they can score. They know they can score. And when they apply the defense the way they did tonight on a consistent basis, it's going to give them a chance to win games.
Chris Wilcox, a couple of excellent basketball games in a row. Boston leads the league, as Greg said earlier, in points allowed, 90.9. And the Pistons have 101 and counting. They get 102. Tracy McGrady with 19. 9 of them here in the 4th. Final minute. 102-88. The Pistons lead the Celtics. Nate Robinson fakes the shot inside for Davis, who lays it in. 102-90. And the Pistons are going to hand Boston just their 6th loss of the season. They came in tonight with 24 wins, only 5 defeats. T-Mac with a fall away, travels it in. 21 for Tracy McGrady. It is start at point guard. Robinson in the paint. Nate Robinson can score, does there. And the Pistons will dribble out the clock as the Celtics suffer just their 6th loss of the season. Tayshaun pitches in with 18. Drops the ball off. Gets a hug from Doc Rivers. And the Pistons can celebrate one of the great wins they've had this season before a rocking house here at the Palace. Big crowd, big game, big win. Pistons 104, the Boston Celtics 92. And the crowd had to love this, as we said earlier. Wish you were here. Come out and see the Pistons when they come home from the West Coast. They'll have a Saturday nighter here against the Philadelphia 76ers. Our Budweiser play of the game, T-Mac with the steal and the dish to Ben for the dunk.